Red Corner Boxing's league prediction time. My name's Mr. Neutral, and I'll be taking you through League Prediction 1. But before that, I have to tell you with pride that our sponsors of today's program is easystorage.com for all your local and nationwide needs. Give them a shout. Right, guys. Welcome back, gentlemen. Once again, it's fight week 11 for you guys. I've just been saying there backstage, we got 8 weeks to go. First 11 has been absolutely fantastic. Hogcan, once again, leader from League One, from week 1, absolutely flying away with this right now. He's looking to be the champion with 8 weeks to go. But Darren Sachatalo has been flying up the bloody ranks like a madman and has been scoring heavily. SWS in 3rd, Jams in 4th, Brett in 5th, Pat from Sweden is in 6th, with Chance, Carl, and Ra, who is catching you, mate. So you'll have to be on your best behavior this week. Let's get straight to his fight number 1. And what Mr. Neutral has picked is for a Friday night clash, the WBC 168 interim belt is up in the line between Christian and Billy, the Frenchman who's 30 orthodox, 28 wins, 23 inside the distance, and he's undefeated, no draws. And his opponent is Maciej Szalecki, the 36-year-old Pole. These are orthodox with 33 wins, only 13 inside the distance with the 3 defeats, but he is the WBC Silver International Champion. And Billy was last out in August with last year with a UD win, 10 rounds over Severai Devlenchenko for the WBC Continental belt. Szalecki was last out in February with a 10th round TKO over Ali Akhmedov for that vacant title, as I said before. I come to you, Hawkan. You are the leader once again. You know the score. What's your prediction?
Christian and Billy TKO.
Christian and Billy TKO, thank you. Darren in 2nd place. Welcome to the show, mate. What's your prediction?
Sam first, mate. Sam, then Darren.
Okay.
No, Darren is 2nd.
Darren is in 2nd place.
I thought you said Sam was 2nd.
No,
Darren
is. Bloody hell, he's
We
got
all
3
good?
places. Bloody
He looks.
Rob, mate. Sorry, mate. I thought you said
Darren
Sam was
looks
2nd.
smug as well. By the way, Darren can't stop smiling.
He's killing it, man. He's killing it. He's killing it.
Well, before my prediction, I will say, doing these, I actually thought this was one of the hardest weeks to do, this week. So I'm getting me excuses in case I fluff it this week. I'm going to go Christian and Billy TKO.
Thank you, Darren. And congratulations on your interviews this week, as well. Same goes to you, young Sam, in 3rd place. What are you saying for this week?
Yeah, I agree. And Mbile TKO.
Thank you, Sam. Jams, my compadre.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
You're still hanging in there.
I know, mate. I'm going down in the pecking order. I was going to say happy birthday to Sam for early in the week, mate. Hope you had a great day, brother.
Thank you.
It's right, Sammy boy. Hope you had a brilliant day. What are you saying?
Welcome, mate. And Christian Mbile, knockout for me.
Right, thanks very much. Brett, the boxing man.
And Billy TKO.
Thank you, mate. DJ Pat.
Same as the rest. Mbile TKO.
Thank you, Pat. Chance.
And Billy TKO.
Thank you, Chance. Keep up the good work over there, sir. Brilliant. Yeah, the breakdowns of the upcoming fights. Carl, he's not here. We'll get his after the show. Same with Ra. Okay, then, guys, let's move on to the next fight.
Is there a fine for missing? Just a quick question.
Do you know what? Any more of this, egregious behaviour, Brett, and deductions will have to start taking place.
Hey,
I
mate,
do
You've done it
agree.
with League 2, haven't you? You've given an
League
appearance
2.
bonus in League 2 because
We've
everyone
had
stopped
to-
turning up.
Yeah, so I've
But we said not
introduced
to do it because everyone turns up in League 1. So now what happens? 2 of them don't turn up.
Especially if they haven't given you the note from their mum or dad to say that they're not showing up. You know what I mean? There's no.
This is it.
So, anyway.
And/or a legitimate excuse, by the way. Right. Well, let's move on to the second fight. This is Stephen Butler, 29-year-old Canadian Orthodox, 35 wins, 29 inside the distance, with the 5 defeats and the 1 draw. He was last out in November with a first-round TKO win over Fernando Farias, and his opponent is Jose de Jesus Messias, a 33-year-old Mexican Orthodox, 29 wins, 15 inside the distance, but he has been beaten 13 times, and with the 4 draws. He was last out in November as well, with a TKO win in the 4th round over Fernando Alvarez. What are we saying on this one, Håkan?
The Butler TKO.
Oh, Butler TKO. Thank you, Darren.
Messiah's TKO.
Messiah's TKO.
Yeah.
The Desi Heights up there in second place is going to his head, gentlemen, already. Sam.
Yeah, Butler TKO early doors, I reckon.
Thank you, Sam. Jams.
Butler UD for me, bruv.
Butler UD doesn't see the stoppage. Brett.
I'm with young Sam here. It don't go past 3 rounds. Butler, TKO or knockout.
Butler TKO. Pat.
Same, Butler TKO.
Thank you, mate. Chance.
Butler TKO.
Splendid. Darren has seen a gap in the points. Could be a winner there for Darren there. Good stuff. Let's move on to a heavyweight bout. And it's the return of Arslanbek Makhmudov, the 36-year-old Orthodox Russian. 19 wins, 18 inside in the distance with the 2 defeats. Last out in August last year, where he lost in the 8th round with a TKO against Guido Vianello, who just recently lost to Richard Torres. But that fight was in Quebec at that time. But nonetheless, his opponent is Ricardo Brown, 35-year-old Jamaican Orthodox, for 12 wins, 11 inside the distance. He is unbeaten. His last outing was in October last year with an 8th round, a UD win over 8 rounds over Adam Kalacic, who he did have down in the 8th round. Back to you, Håkan.
I'm going for Arslanbek Makhmudov TKO.
Thank you. Darren.
I think this is a tough one. I'm going to go Ricardo Brown TKO.
Ricardo Brown TKO, 11 knockouts from 12. Can't ask for much more than that, obviously, the 12, but that, that's just being greedy in my eyes. Sam?
Makhmudov KO.
You think off the back of 2 losses, he's going to come back in style? I love it. Jams?
Makhmudov TKO, mate.
Another one for Makhmudov. Brett?
I could be slipping here, but I'm the same as Darren. I'm going Brown TKO.
Brown by TKO. Is Makhmudov a short fighter, especially at 36 years of age? Questions have to be asked, Pat.
Makhmudov TKO.
He still has faith. Chance?
I got to go with my Canadian brother here, Ricardo Brown TKO.
Let's hope Chance, you just felt how Ra has felt for the last 10 weeks in last place. I hope you don't get used to it, my man. We want
I hope not.
Let's hope for Ricardo Brown come Saturday night. Let's get back to England. And we got an English light heavyweight title fight between Zach Chelly of Great Britain, 27 years of age, Orthodox, 15 wins, 7 inside the distance, with the 3 defeats, mind, and a draw. He's up against Adam Heppel, 32-year-old British guy, 5 wins, 1 knockout, 2 defeats, and he was knocked out in the 2nd round by Brad Rea. He was last out in February with a 6-round points win over Harry Matthews, while Zach Chelly, he was fighting for the British Commonwealth title against Callum Simpson. He lost that over 12 rounds by UD. What do you reckon on this one, Håkan?
Zach Chelly UD.
Zach Chelly UD. Thank you, mate. Darren?
Zach Chelly UD.
Thank you, Darren. Sam?
I see a stoppage here for Zach Chelly.
Stoppage, TKO. Thank you, mate. Jams,
I got the UD for Zach.
UD for Zach. Thank you, mate. Brett,
Same as Jams.
UD for Zach Cherry. Thank you, mate. Pat,
I follow the boxing man.
the boxing man. Yeah, you don't really get used to following the boxing man. You'll be behind him all the time, right? Chance.
UD for Zach.
A UD for Zach Cherry. Thank you, mate. Right. Oh, let's move on to the return of Deontay Wilder in this heavyweight contest. 41-year-old Deontay Wilder, orthodox, 43 wins, 42 inside the distance with the 4 defeats and a draw. His opponent is Tyrell Herndon of the United States, 24 wins, 15 inside the distance with the 5 defeats. Obviously, Deontay was last out in June of last year with that TKO loss to Zhilei Zhang. However, Tyrell Herndon, he won by split decision in May of last year, over 6 rounds, beating Rudy Silvas. Is it a winning return, Håkan?
I'm going for Wilder TKO.
Wilder, knockout, TKO. Thank you, Darren.
Wilder knockout.
Thank you, mate. Sam?
Wilder, big knockout.
Wilder with a big knockout over his former sparring partner. Jams?
Yeah, Wilder papering over the cracks with a knockout.
Let's see it. Brett?
This fight is more staged than a Jake Paul fight. It's been set up for Wilder to look sensational. Knockout.
I love it, mate. Probably the most sensible and reasonable, logical answer yet. Pat?
Same. Wilder, vicious knockout.
Vicious, he says. Chance?
Wilder TKO.
Come on. It's across the board. Right, let's move on very quickly. And we got the WBC Cruiser Interim fight between Jean Pascal of Canada, 42 years of age, 37 wins, 21 by knockout, 7 defeats, 1 draw. His opponent is Michael Cieslak from Poland. He's 36. Orthodox, 27 wins, 21 inside distance with the 2 defeats. Pascal was last out in September last year with a 10th round knockout win over Terry Osias for that WBO vacant NABO belt. Michael Cieslak became EBU European champion, beating Felix Ferreira TKO, and that was his 6th straight knockout. So, big fight this, I think, chaps. Let's go back to you, Håkan.
I'm going for a Polish knockout here. Michał Cieslak TKO.
Cieslak TKO. Darren.
Cieslak UD.
Cieslak UD. SWS.
Cieslak SD.
Split decision. Going for that extra point. Jams.
The legend that is Jean Pascal, unanimous decision.
Oh, it's a point separator. The places they're going to change this week, that's for sure, gentlemen. Brett.
Like I say, I could be slipping this week, but I'm going Cieslak KO.
Cieslak with a KO. Pat.
Cieslak TKO.
Thank you, Pat. And Chance.
Well, I ain't going to hide it. Being a Canadian, I love John Pascal, so I'm going John Pascal SD.
Split decision for Pascal. Yep. Very good, mate. Very good. Right. Let's move on. And it's Marcus Brown in another cruiserweight fight, and he's fighting Olan Ranas Duradola. Marcus Brown from the United States, South Marcus Brown as they call him, Southpaw, 25 wins, 16 by way of knockout, 2 defeats, last out in August of 2023 with a 10th round UD win over Adrian Taylor. Duradola, 44-year-old Nigerian, 50 wins, 44 inside the distance. Impressive, but he does have 10 defeats. And he was last out in March where he retired Simon Ole Inwa in the 7th round. In the 1st round for his 7th straight win. Oh, this is interesting. Right, back to you, Håkan.
Marcus Brown UD.
Marcus Brown, UD. Darren.
Marcus Brown, UD.
Thank you, Darren. Sam.
Marcus Brown, KO.
He sees the big KO for Marcus. Jams.
Marcus Brown, TKO. The Africans never fought outside of Africa. He's going to get smashed.
Didn't he
Okay,
fight
brilliant.
Riakpo?
For who?
I think
Riakpo.
Richard
Did he?
Riakfor. That must have been a while ago.
Riakpo?
Oh, I don't know. I thought he'd never fought outside of Africa.
I'll double check. Hang on.
Yeah.
All right. Why are
It's
you
not a
doing that?
fact.
Brett?
Brown UD.
Brown UD. Pat.
Brown UD.
Thank you. And finally, Chance.
Brown TKO.
Brown KO, right? That's unanimous for Brown there. Let's move back to England. This is one of young Sammy's favourite fighters at super flyweight. This is Alfie
Mr.
Clegg,
Alf Glick.
the classy one.
Yeah, he lost to Riakpo.
There you go.
Did, yeah, fifth round. It was in 2021.
I didn't even know
Yes.
that, mate. I didn't know that. I thought he'd never fought outside of Africa, to be honest.
All
I
right.
still would have gone the same result, TKO, for Marcus Brown. But thank you, lads.
Thank you. Alfie Clegg, 25. Orthodox, 11 wins, 2 inside the distance. He is unbeaten, but he has had a draw. Last out in February with a 6th round points win over Sebastian Castillo for the IBF youth title. Well, former IBF youth titleist. That was Castillo. His opponent is Jonas Erastus, the 26-year-old Namibian. He's unbeaten with 9 wins, 2 inside the distance, but he is coming up in weight. Last out in December last year with a unanimous decision over Jonathan Kashita for the Namibian flyweight title. So, Håkan, Alfie Clegg or Erastus?
I'm going for Sam's mate, UD win.
Clegg, UD. Sam,
Yeah.
sorry, Darren, the previous.
Sorry, Sam. I'm going to go for a Rasta split decision.
Erastus by split. Sam,
It's for the, yeah, I'm gonna go Alfie UD. It's for the Commonwealth silver title. This one.
right, Commonwealth Silver. You're going for Alfie UD. Thank you, mate. Jams,
Same as Sam, Alfie UD all day long.
beautiful stuff. Brett,
Alfie UD.
thank you, Brett. Pat,
Same. Alfie UD.
finally, Chance.
Elfie SD.
Alfie by split. See a close fight. Obviously, no one's going for the knockout as Superfly. Right, let's get back to light heavyweight. And it's Shakan Pettis. 35-year-old British Orthodox, 20 wins, 7 inside the distance for the 2 defeat. Sort of 35% knockout rate. He was last out in February. He knocked out Bahadir Karami in the 2nd round. Bradley Rhea, 27-year-old Orthodox with 20 wins, 10 inside the distance, 1 defeat. Last out in November, he knocked out Adam Herpel in the 3rd round. Now, Håkan. Young Sam, Darren interviewed Shakan Pettis. Was it Darren? Was it you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems pretty confident in this. Håkan, what are you saying for this?
I'm going for Bradley Ray majority decision.
Majority decision for Bradley Ray. Thank you. Darren,
I'm going to
This
go
must be hard.
Shakan Pettis SD.
split decision for Shakan. Thank you, mate. Sam?
I see it. Brad Ray SD.
Oh, we got some variations going on here. These scores are going to change this week, boys. Right, Jams?
Bradley the Stingrayer, TKO.
Oh, he's going for the knockout. Come on. Brett?
You're on mute.
He's on mute. Yeah.
Bradley Ray, split decision.
Bradley Ray, split decision. Thank you, Ray. Pat?
Well, Peters split.
Pettis by split. And finally, Chance.
Bradley SD.
Bradley Ray, split decision.
That's got to be the most splits we've ever seen in one prediction. It's got to be.
One,
That's
two,
kind of
three,
point, though.
four,
Is that-
five out of 7 of you went for split. 3 for Rhea, 2 for Peters. It's a absolutely point splitter. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's move on. And we have Gemma Richardson, 23-year-old Brett, with you got. I don't know. I didn't get shouted out for this one. With the 1 win in her pro debut. March of this year, 6 round points win over Angelina Orles. Teresa Dovrakova, 28-year-old Czech. She's got 4 wins, 1 inside the distance, 11 defeats, no draws. Last out in December with a 6 round points loss to Lily Winch, who was unbeaten at the time. Don't know where I got this one from. I do apologize,
Mate.
gentlemen.
It's a good fight.
Let's see. Håkan, what are you saying about Gemma Richardson and Dovrakova?
I'm going for Gemma Richardson, unanimous decision.
Gemma Richardson, UD. Darren?
Gemma Richardson, UD, but is it a 6 rounder? So it's just
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
so
be
it's
the
just
big one.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just team.
Yeah, points Gemma Richardson.
Thanks, mate. It's Sam.
Yeah, points Gemma Richardson for me as well.
Thanks, mate. Jams.
Same, mate. Points for Gemma.
Brett.
Keep on moving, same.
Thank you, mate. Pat.
Same.
Thank you, mate. And finally, Chance.
Richardson, points.
Brilliant. Right. Across the board. Let's move on to a slightly bigger fight. That's the cruiser unification fight. Unification? Sorry, mate. For Gilberto Ramirez and his WBO title. Has he got the WBA as well? I'm pretty sure he has.
Yes.
Yeah,
He won
Soto
the
Ramirez.
WBA first.
That's right, and then he beat CBS, which is
Yeah,
I'm about
yeah.
to see here. Yeah, sorry, mate. So Gilberto Ramirez, 34-year-old Mexican southpaw, an impressive 47 wins, 30 inside the distance with the 1 defeat. Last out in the obviously in November last year with that 12th round UD win over Chris Benham-Smith to go unified. Uniel Dorticos, 30. He's Cuban with 27 wins, 25 inside the distance with the 2 defeats. Last out in June of last year with a first round knockout over Alan Camper. What are you saying about this one? Straightforward for you, Håkan?
I'm going for Sergio UD, but it will be a close UD.
Right, I've got you. 96, 94, 97, 93, etc., etc. Darren?
I think this is a very hard one. I'm going to go Zerdo Ramirez, split decision.
A split this sees it even closer. SWS.
Zerdo wide UD.
Wide UD this time. Jams.
My sound's gone again, but Zerdo, you did. You can hear me.
Zerdo UD. Thank you. Brett.
Zerdo UD.
Thanks, mate. Pat.
Ramirez, UD.
Thank you, mate. And finally, Chance.
Ramirez, SD.
Ramirez for the split decision. Thank you, mate. Right, let's move on to a lightweight fight between Floyd Schofield, 22-year-old orthodox, 18 wins, 12 inside the distance. He's unbeaten. Last out in November with a UD win over Terence Giron over 12 rounds. His opponent's Tevin Farmer, 34-year-old southpaw with 33 wins, 8 inside the distance, 8 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in March with the majority decision lost against William Zepeda for the WBC interim title. What do you reckon, gentlemen? Håkan?
You going last fight now, Schofield.
Yeah,
I thought it was
that.
Fury.
Sorry?
Do you going with the Schofield fight now?
Floyd
Curiel
Schofield
fight
was the
what?
last one on the list.
It should be Ralph
Yeah.
Curiel.
All right.
Okay, if you're going Schofield, I go Schofield
Oh, so-
UD. But I thought it was Curiel.
All right.
That was next time.
Sorry, guys, if I make a mistake about the order, just go with it, please. It's a lot quicker if we just do that. You know what you're going to see anyway. So, right, Schofield. I've read it out now. Schofield UD, is it, Håkan?
Yeah, I said that.
Thank you. Darren,
Yep, same. Schofield UD.
thank you. SWS,
I'm going to go Schofield MD.
Schofield ND, thanks very much. Jams,
Schofield UD.
can't hear you, Jams.
Schofield UD.
Schofield UD, cracking up there, pal. Brett,
Schofield UD, mate.
thank you. Pat
Same here. Schofield, you did.
and Chance.
Schofield UD.
Right. What's the next fight according to the list? Curiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, let's go Curiel. Welterweight bout between Raul Curiel, 29-year-old Mexican, orthodox, 15 wins, 30-sided distance, unbeaten, one draw. He's up against Victor Rodriguez, 29-year-old Uruguayan, orthodox, 16 wins, 9 inside the distance. He's undefeated with one draw. Curiel was last out in December last year, majority decision draw against Alexis Roca for the WBO NBO title. Victor Rodriguez was last out in March with a third round TKO win over Alberto Mosquera. I'll come back to you, Håkan.
Curiel TKO.
Curiel TKO. Darren,
Curiel UD.
thank you. Sam,
Curiel UD.
thank you. Jams,
Raul Curiel, knockout, brother.
thank you. Brett,
Curio TKO.
thank you. Pat,
Curiel, TKO.
thank you, Pat. And finally, Chance.
Curio TKO.
Right, thank you, gents. Let's move on to the final fight of the week, and it's Jake Paul for a cruiserweight fight with Julio Chavez Jr. Jake Paul, 28 years of age, 11 wins, 7 inside distance with the 1 defeat, and he was last out, obviously, in that absolute joke of a fight with Mike Tyson. Julio Chavez Jr., 39-year-old Mexican orthodox, 54 wins, 34 inside the distance, 6 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in July last year with a UD win over Uriah Hall over 6 rounds. Håkan?
Paul UD.
Thank you. Darren?
Yeah, I hate saying this, but Jake Paul UD.
Hold on.
Thank you, mate. SWS?
Yeah, Jake Paul UD, unfortunately.
Jams?
Fake Paul TKO because the judges and the gods are on his side.
Okay, then. Brett?
You're the best in the business at this, but I'm disappointed in you for putting this on. Just saying, mate.
I'm sorry.
Jake Paul UD.
Thank you, Paul. I thought I'd punish you guys this week. Right, Pat?
Shall we roll the dice or what? Jake Paul, UD.
Chance?
I'm going to go against the grain here. I like Jake Paul. I think he's good for boxing because he brings the casual fans to the sport. In saying that, Jake Paul TKO.
Jake Paul, TKO. I thought you were going to go for Chavez there.
No.
I mean, is it beyond the course?
I didn't hear Darren's prediction.
Jake Paul UD.
UD, same as you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
UD.
All right. Well, that's the end of Fight Week's 11's predictions here on Red Corner Boxing with the gang. And yeah, there's certainly going to be some variations in the scores this week. That's for sure. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck,
for
guys. Let's
the
go.
week and all what you're doing this week for your content and your channels, etc. As again, pleasure to have you all on. We'll see you next week. As a reminder, this program sponsored by easystorage.com for all your storage, local and nationwide needs. My name is Mr. Neutral. See you at 8 o'clock for League 2. Bye-bye.